Hello, the internet. Matthew here, coming to you from the beautiful Gardeners County Park here in West Islip. It is an absolutely gorgeous day here on the South Shore of Long Island. I want to thank you for tuning in and of course carry right along from the last vlog. Today we're going to talk about how staying on purpose feeds your success. When you consider the daily routines of the most successful people on the planet, you'll notice right away that they put in a lot of hours of work in a day. Now you might think it's exhausting to work for 12, 14, or 16 hours straight, but what you have to consider is that the most successful people on earth, the multimillionaires and billionaires of this world, they don't work because they have to. They work because they want to. Berkshire Hathaway founder Warren Buffett is 87 years old, has a net worth of just about $87 billion, and yet he gets up every day before sunrise to go to work. Now, why would an 87-year-old billionaire get up before dawn? It's not because he has a mortgage, it's because he has a passion. Grant Cardone, the high-powered entrepreneur extraordinaire and author of the hugely influential 10X Rule, recently put out a video where he talked about the fact that people do not burn out or crash because they work too hard or put in too many hours at their job. It's because they're off purpose. He says that people burn out not because of the time they put into what they do, it's because what they do does not fuel their passions. It's not what they're built for, what they're driven by. He said, I know people that play golf 3 days a week and are burnt out on it. You've got to find that rich part of you, the reason that you're here. Go out every day, chase it down, hunt it down, and bring it into focus. The truth is, I guarantee that you could work 3 hours a day, 1 day a week, at a job you hate, and you would feel all sorts of anger and anxiety the night before your shift, which you could probably even barely get through. However, when you're doing something that fuels your passions, when you're on purpose, you would, like Warren Buffett says, tap dance out of bed every morning. When you're on purpose, the hours go by and you barely feel it. You don't think about taking a vacation because you're not drained. You could work hard and not even know it. That's because hard work is only tiring if you're not on purpose. Now, if any of this seems familiar, it's because I actually talked about this with Chris Giordano, one of the founding members and owners of Mission Nutrition. So please make sure you check down on the link below for that great interview. And I know, it might seem contrary for me to talk about purpose when in quite a few of my other videos I reiterated the fact that nothing matters. I'm not talking about purpose in the philosophical or spiritual sense, although that could definitely be brought into frame later on. No, I'm talking about purpose in the tangible sense. I'm talking about what your natural inclinations are, what your natural abilities are. And this means all of who you are, not just the parts you like, but the things you might see as drawbacks or monsters. Like so many other people with ADHD, I do not process information as lines in a book, but rather as points in a 3D infographic map that all connect to each other in this massive network of spider webs. Sometimes, yes, I do get lost in this 3D hologram of data, but seeing how all different points of information connect to each other gives me a fairly unique perspective on life. It allows me to look at a person and understand how they hold tension or where they might be hiding injuries, so that I, as a health and fitness professional, might better understand how to help them. Concordantly, this also allows me to replay the advice from so many of the great thought leaders that I've learned from. Because to me, I don't actually really memorize anything. I listen to what someone says, I figure out what works for me, and I implement it into my holographic worldview and make it part of my daily experience. So the words of Grant Cardone or Will Durant, Ty Lopez, Peter Sage, and so many others, they're not really stored in my head to think on when I need to, but they just kind of play when the situation calls for it, like a reflex. Essentially, I've turned my attention deficit hyperactive disorder from burden to superpower, and that helps me stay on purpose, and that purpose pulls me towards new horizons without let up. Helping people to not only feel better, but to live better brings me a great sense of personal satisfaction. And I then want to take that feeling to new levels. This means wanting to find new ways of serving my fellow humans, or, as Peter Sage puts it, adding value. Now, whether that value comes in the form of giving a great massage, training a person how to use their body better, or teaching people what I've learned about leading a more fulfilling life, everything that I do now is about adding value to the world. Because when I focus on adding value, the universe responds by giving me more opportunities to do just that, and I gain more energy out of it. This is exactly why I could begin my day at the crack of dawn, train some Pilates clients, go on a short hike, pull a 6-hour massage shift, come home, write for an hour or two before forcing myself to go to bed, just to get up and do it all over again. Just as learning feeds your curiosity, which feeds your joy, which feeds your desire to learn more, staying on purpose feeds your success, which feeds your sense of fulfillment, which feeds your desire to keep doing what you're naturally inclined to do, so that you find yourself doing it even more. And on that threefold cycle goes. Of course, there's a need for balance in all of this. Peter Sage was extremely driven and on purpose when he fell asleep at the wheel and crashed his car because he wasn't getting any rest whatsoever. On the other hand, the best, most driven, and on-purpose ditch digger cannot feed a family of 6. However, this principle holds true for 99% of all people and situations. And still, all of this is predicated on one essential and immovable precept: the need for self-awareness. Your assignment for this week is comment down below with your level of personal fulfillment. Are you on purpose? If not, do you have any idea what you might need to get there? If you're completely clueless, well, you're going to want to make sure you tune in next week. I'll be back next week with another vlog and another assignment. Please make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell if you haven't already. Also, make sure you're following on Instagram and Twitter. And of course, check down the description below for all links to all relevant material from this vlog. As always, if you've got something out of this vlog, please make sure you share it with others. For now, this is Matthew of Monster Health and Fitness, signing off. I'm reminding you that there is no portal to utopia. We're going to have to take the long way around.